Yeah, 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 yeah. Living in Babylon, huh? Stay safe though, you know what I mean? Yeah, stay safe, straight up, straight up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All my niggas with me. You know we rollin'. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bitch, don't nothing come free. Pay me what you owe me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. These niggas full of buffoonery. Try me, they gon' read your eulogy. Gemini, you know it's two of me. Niggas don't know what to do with me. Alien, I feel immortalized. Only protected, we fortified. Nigga, you die, play with Mordecai. Lay in the ditch if you play with me. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. SKOL VIKES, back at it again. Now, the topic of this live tonight will be about JJ McCarthy. I'm going to dive into some practice news a little bit. I will be breaking down the Brian Flores presser, and we're going to get into some JB media. Shout out to Lamont, my brother, sending me the video and all that. But a lot of people feel a certain way about JJ McCarthy and how he was treated, the decision Kevin O'Connell made, etc. Probably be about an hour live tonight, maybe a little shorter, depends. Yeah, man, but we here. And we know we know what's going on in Minnesota right now as far as football goes. Murray is the number one. McCarthy is your number two. Now, you know, I've been saying free 9 since last night, man. I still stand on it. The move KLC made was erroneous. It wasn't the right move, in my opinion. This was no real QB battle. It wasn't fair play. It was foul play, matter of fact. And Kyler Murray did not win the job. He was handed the job. But it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Now, the question is, where does JJ McCarthy go from here? You know, what happens next? First off, free 9 once again. But knowing JJ McCarthy, I'm sure he won't shy away from any competition. He won't shy away from getting better. You know, his attitude is always positive. You know, he's a leader by nature, still a captain in my eyes, but I expect JJ McCarthy to continue to put work in, to continue to get better. I don't see that changing anytime soon. Now, as far as the trade goes, like I said, I vouch for him to ask for a trade or to be traded. Now, realistically, do I think the Vikings will trade him? No, that's just who KLC is. You know, KLC will say he's QB2. Don't make it a real battle, but his ego is going to say, oh, keep JJ McCarthy around just because, per se. So do I expect him to be traded by the Vikings? No, but I vouch for him once again to ask for a trade. Like I've been saying, how he was treated, how he's been treated, disrespected, not appreciated, etc. It's not right. So to me, if he goes to another team, it's a better opportunity for him. Wherever he goes, I'm sure he will get treated fairly and with respect and will be accepted, not just tolerated, will be wanted, not just tolerated, etc. Now you ask the question, which team should that be? Which team could that be? I would say any team with a quarterback on its way out, per se, where he can go in there and really get development, maybe hop into a QB competition, maybe the Rams, the Steelers, any team with a situation where they need a young quarterback and they can really spend time to mold and develop him. But like I say, and I stand on it, any team would love to have JJ McCarthy right now. Any team you name, any team you call. But teams like the Steelers, you know, the Rams, who knows how Ty Simpson is going to do? Who else? Let me know in the chat what other teams could work. Maybe a team like the Lions, maybe. Anywhere he can go and maybe sit another year, but get development and plan on playing, plan on being in a real competition. Not some trumped up competition that KOC lied and said it was allegedly. You know how he loved to lie to the people. But anywhere where he can go and get a fair chance and a fair opportunity and get the adequate amount of attention towards him, his game, etc. That's where he needs to go. But I totally vouch for McCarthy being traded and requesting a trade. To me, it's pretty much over in Minnesota for him. Just the way this whole situation was handled. But where does he go from here? Who knows? We will see. We will find out. Got a preseason game coming up Saturday. Continue, remain to be a champion. McCarthy, remain to be a winner. The preseason game, go out there and ball. If you do leave, leave with a bang. You know what I mean? Heavy. The preseason game Saturday, I totally expect JJ McCarthy to put on a show. And what a perfect time to do it. After all the disrespect, you can show the world, show the fans, show KOC he made a mistake. Joint practice, joint practice, ball out again. You know, show the NFL who you really are. But McCarthy was shortchanged. He was shortchanged, no doubt. But you can't sit and dwell on it. Got to move forward. As far as the Vikings goes, how I feel about the Vikings, I will never sit here and say, hey, I want to see them lose. I hope they lose. I hope they have a bad season. But if they do, I won't feel bad at all. You won't see me crying, pouting, complaining about it, period. This whole situation was handled erroneously. No way around it, man. But now we must move forward. McCarthy must move forward. And free 9. That's all I got to say, baby. Free 9, no doubt. Lamont in the building. What's good, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's go, man. Here we go. We got in the building. Let's get it. I would trade JJ McCarthy to the Chargers. Jim Harbaugh, you want your Michigan QB back? Nobody has had more success with JJ McCarthy than Jim Harbaugh. Trade for Justin Herbert at the end of the year. Hey, I'll take that all day, man. If McCarthy goes to the Chargers, that's a great spot for him. Shout out Aiden Chris in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. But if McCarthy were to go to the Chargers, that's probably a perfect opportunity for him. You know, Jim Harbaugh knows how to put him in the best situation to win and perform. We saw the system that was created for him in Michigan, matter of fact. A system that KOC, for some reason, don't want to create for this man, never have, never will. But being back under Jim Harbaugh in the mix with him, I think McCarthy would be very successful. Plus, Justin Herbert would be a KOC guy. I mean, KOC, who is a KOC guy, right? Aiden Chris. You know, as long as he's a veteran, I guess that's what KOC wants, because he for damn sure can't develop a young quarterback. He can't identify a quarterback, and definitely can't develop a rookie quarterback, period. Michael in the building. Michael Haston in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Collar behind Aerosol and DJ. OMG. Yeah, he need protection. He need protection, man. I know that. Kyler Murray is your QB1. But let's just understand he did not earn the job. He did not win the job at all. The job was handed to him. Handed to him. I hate the Packers, but Green Bay Packers has proven to be QB factory. Even Malik Willis looks respectable on the Packers. Hey, brother, wherever he goes, as long as he has a real chance to compete, a real chance to develop and learn the game, hone in on his craft, and just get a fair shake, a fair opportunity, brother. That's it. That's all. Where he can really go show his skills off, and his skills will be cultivated. That's the point right there, man. You understand me? I don't care if it's an NFC North team and NFC team, AFC team, wherever he goes. I just want this man to get a fair shake at it. He did not get that in many from day one, period. Free 9, brother. Free 9. No cap. So with that being said, I'm not going to waste no time. Like I told y'all, going to be a shorter live. I want to tap into the Brian Flores interview slash presser, whatever you want to call it. Definitely want to take a look at practice today, see what happened in practice once again. With JJ McCarthy, just hang in there, bro. Keep your head up. Don't let KOC break your confidence. Don't let this whole situation get you down. Keep grinding, keep moving forward, period, brother. You know, that's all he got to do. Matter of fact, let's see if we got any news, any articles. 1 second. And at this point, you know, JJ is pretty much trying to build trade stock for himself, make a name for himself in the preseason, the rest of training camp, etc. So if the Vikings do want to shop him, he can go to a good place, man. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So the Vikings released first unofficial depth chart of 2026 season. So that's pretty interesting. We're going to take a look at that right quick. See if we got any camp notes, man. Let's see here. Might even talk about Kyler Murray a little bit. We'll see. See what's going on Twitter, man. See what they're talking about around now. I mean, X. They call it X, right? Hold on here 1 second. Let's see what's going on with this camp. Okay, so McCarthy speaking. McCarthy speaks. Let's see if they got it on the actual. Hold up 1 second. Where'd I go? Let's see if they got it on the actual website. Let's see if they got it on the Vikings page, man. 1 second, bro. Hold up. 1 minute. 1 minute here. So we got him here. We got him. He did speak. Now let's see where McCarthy is, how his attitude is, etc. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get into it. McCarthy speaks. McCarthy does speak today. Let's get it. Hold your head, my brother. Keep your head way up. No doubt. Second.
Look, you know, decision was made that was out of my control. And obviously, every competitor wants to play. But moving forward, it's just about continuing to work hard and just staying ready for when my number's called.
And that's what it's about. That's all he can do at this point. Work hard until a better opportunity comes about. If you don't get traded, if you don't leave, work hard in general. Continue to build on his skills, build on the work he put in, improve his arm talent, etc. No time to sit back and dwell and complain about it and cry per se. He got to keep pushing forward, moving forward. That's all he can do right now. Understand me? Let's go. Free 9.
Your initial thoughts when you found out the decision had been made?
Obviously disappointed. You know, I'm a competitor, but at the end of the day, you know, it's in the past, and I'm moving on to the next practice, the next rep, the same mindset I had going into it, and focusing on the Giants this week.
JJ, why do you say it was out of your control?
And there's so many things out of our control, like the heat today, and you know, it's just really having the discernment to figure out which of the two. And, you know, that was one of the things outside of my control, and me attacking and optimizing every opportunity, which was in my control, and that's all I was focused on.
During that 2-week stretch.
I mean, the more you hear him talk, the more you look at him, see him, you're just like, man, how can this guy, how can he perform well on Sunday night? Then KOC makes an abrupt decision on Tuesday in 2 days. You know, how can he outperform Kyler Murray on Sunday night? And then the battle is just totally over. I ain't gonna sit and dwell on it. Like you said, it is the past, but it's still fresh, man. You know, it's just crazy. I would love to ask KOC where his mind is at. Where was his mind in making the decision, making the call? It's just crazy work to me, man. That's it. You know, JJ McCarthy, you have to ball in preseason, show that you have great trade value, because if he sucks in preseason, it would be hard to get trade value for him. No doubt, no doubt, brother. You know, he must perform well in the preseason. That's big facts, no cap. You know, like he said, move forward, continue to grow and get better. But preseason, joint practice, the rest of the training camp, ball hard, brother. Ball hard. That's it. Here we go. I think Kyler Murray is going to play preseason. If he plays enough snaps, I will judge KOC on preseason, regular season, and playoffs. He slip up, I'm going to let him have it. Yeah, I think everybody is, man. No doubt, Aiden. This is a make or break it year for KOC for sure. His job should be on the line, no doubt. Let's get back to it. Free 9 once again.
And then also into the offseason as well.
I'm really proud of my development. You know, I feel like I've grown in so many different areas, and it's going to just continue to do that, and I'm going to keep my head down and keep working.
Do you think you have a future with the Vikings as a starter?
Like I said before, you know, this is a place I want to be, and I love every single person in this building. I love the state. I love the fan base, and I'm going to continue to just do whatever I can for this team and this organization.
And McCarthy has made it clear numerous times he loves Minnesota. He loves the Vikings. He wants to remain a Viking. Now, how long will that last? We shall see. Is he being honest? We shall see. But if he's not, who cares? And as many lies KOC has told, as many lies he has told, man, not just with the McCarthy situation, but throughout his whole tenure as being the Vikings head coach, you know? So if JJ McCarthy want to go up there and just talk correctly, say the right things, so what? Come on now, stop it, man. But he's always expressed how much he loves Minnesota, how much he wants to remain in Minnesota, man. Will it happen? We shall see.
What was the message when you and Kevin talked about it yesterday morning? Message from him.
I'd like to keep it private, but, you know, he was just telling me about the plan.
Respect that, you know, respect that. Said he want to keep it private. Much respect.
Moving forward and, you know, continuing to attack every day was my response, and nothing changes for me. Just doing whatever I can for the team.
JJ, how much did that news motivate you as a player personally to get better and to be ready when your moment is called next?
You know, there's a lot of things that motivate me, but, you know, nothing's going to take away that internal drive. Regardless of circumstances externally, I'm going to focus on getting 1%, 2% better every single day. And this is just, you know, a speed bump, and going out there every day and attacking it the same way is all I'm focused on.
And that's it right there. He just has to stay the course, man. Stay the course, continue to grow and get better. That's it.
When you look back at the competition as a whole and reflect on it, do you think you were given like a full fair chance to win it?
Honestly, I wasn't thinking about that at all. I was just thinking about that opportunity, that next opportunity to capitalize.
You know that. You know the answer to that question, brother. Come on now, man. Stop it. Boy, bye. Everybody and their mama know he wasn't given the full fair opportunity to win the job. He never was. It's clear from jump who was the man, who KOC wanted to be the QB1. If he was given a fair shot, this would still be a competition. KOC wouldn't have came out and called it on a QB1 situation if it was a fair shot. So we know what's going on. Once again, with the dumb questions, the rhetorical questions, we know what's up. Stop it, man.
On and continue to develop and grow. That's really all I was focused on.
In the aftermath,
How's your relationship with Kyler developed over the past few whatever months, I guess?
Yeah, he's just one of my teammates that, you know, I care for and respect, and just like all my teammates in that locker room. So, you know, it's about just doing whatever I can for the room and this team, and moving forward.
And shout out to McCarthy for just keeping it cool, keeping it simple, you know, showing respect to Murray at the end of the day. Not throwing no shade, no shots, no nothing. Said he's my teammate. I care about him, respect him. I mean, you respect him for saying that. He could have went a totally different direction with it, but he kept it cool, kept it cordial, man. Even if he don't feel that way right now, and you would understand why he doesn't feel that way right now. But you got to respect McCarthy on all levels.
you weren't thinking about whether it was fair during it, but I guess in the aftermath, how do you feel about that now?
Say that one more time.
You said you weren't thinking about whether or not it was a fair competition during the competition. And then in the aftermath, like, how do you feel about that now?
Same way. I couldn't control anything during, couldn't control anything after, and the only thing I could do is focus on that next rep and keep attacking.
JJ, do you feel like you're a starting quarterback in the NFL? And if so, why?
Yes, I believe so. You know, I'm always going to have that confidence in myself no matter what. But at this time, it's doing whatever I can for the team and, you know, being ready when my number's called. And that's all that matters. That's all I can control.
JJ, what do you feel like you would have needed to do to win the competition?
That's a question for Kevin and the staff. You know, I feel like just me continuing to develop and improve in many different aspects is the only thing I'm worried about.
Some of the biggest things that you learned about yourself throughout this competition?
Some of the biggest things I learned is just the ability to stay present and stay connected to your fundamentals, that play, and, you know, really know the ins and outs of every situation. There's been a lot of growth with just obviously going against Flo's defense and being in it for the third year now and being able to see those different complex schemes. But, you know, it was just a lot of ball that I learned and, you know, a lot of great experience, great reps. So very happy with what I've learned so far.
It's preseason, but how much are you looking forward to going out with the Vikings against a different team this week?
Extremely excited. It's always a blessing to be able to go out and go to battle with your teammates, with your brothers against somebody else. And I'm really excited to see what this group looks like. All 90 guys. We're really happy and proud of the work we put in, so we're ready to put it on display.
Last couple.
When you think about development from here, how do you use this next stretch?
Rudy in the building. Rudy in the building. What up, brother? SKOL Vikes. Here we go. What he said. What he said. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. KOC and McVay best pals. What's one thing they got in common? Stabbing QBs in the back. Golf and JJ sharing in that wrongdoing. Golf went to Super Bowl year 3. Come on, man. You know, Rudy, like I say, we're not gonna sit and dwell about it, but we know what's going on. Like you just pointed it out, man. We know how McCarthy was done. That's big facts, no cap. You know, we know nothing about this situation is right. That's it, man. But you're absolutely correct, man. You know, played in 2 divisional games. Murray 0 playoff wins. Stafford 0 playoff wins before 2021. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you all. KOC is all cap. Hey, Rudy coming in hot. You hear me? No doubt, man. He been cap, brother. He been cap, right? For sure. KOC has been cap, man. We know it now. It's very clear now. You know, this situation shows that even more. Here we go, man. Let's get it. It's all right, though. McCarthy will get his opportunity, whether it be in Minnesota, whether it be somewhere else. He will get a fair chance at it. I guarantee that. I stand on that 10 toes down.
Going forward, what are the things that you focus on to get your next opportunity and make the most of it?
You know, those are things that, you know, I'll keep personal, you know, just obviously intricate parts of my craft and intricate parts of the offense and, you know, playing in rhythm, playing on time and all the things that come with just repeatedly doing the right things over and over again. And yeah, that's really all I'm focused on.
JJ, what's been the most challenging part of your career so far?
It's a great question. I feel like there's different challenges, you know, no matter how big or small, you really don't know the intensity of it until afterwards when you hit that next challenge. And, you know, it's just about staying in the moment, enjoying the ride, enjoying the journey, and learning as much as you can on the way.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Shout out to McCarthy, man, my brother, once again, just for showing a championship attitude, championship spirit, never being negative, even showing respect to Murray, even when he technically doesn't have to. He could be real mad right now, real upset right now. He could be mad and upset right now, if we're being honest. But the way he carries himself, handles himself in this situation, I'm sure he's not happy about it at all. He is a true competitor. But hats off to him for just the way he carries himself day in, day out. You know? Batting the building. What up, my brother? SKOL Vikes. Let's get it, man. What he said, I'm going to sit back and enjoy the show. Stay tuned. That's all we can do. That's all we can do, right, Bat? Stay tuned, man. You never know what could happen. You never know what will happen, man, for sure. Mickey in the building, Mickey in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go, man. Check out the comment section from JJ's interview today. The fan support is overwhelming. This is going to blow up in KOC's face. And as it should. Right, Mick? As it should, man. KOC know what he did. He know how full of shit he is. You know it. I know it. From jump, he's been full of shit. I'm not gonna just keep identifying that, but we have to make it clear. We have to be real clear. Nobody won this competition. Murray never won this competition, period. He was handed the job by KOC for whatever that reason was, and we know the reason it was, right? But KOC has been a liar for what, 4 years, 3 years? You know, he fooled the people once again. So the fan support, fan love by real JJ McCarthy fans, I'm rocking with it. He deserves all of it. Antonio in the building, Antonio in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Let's get it. Karma will come to KOC. He will get fired, and Kyler Murray is one and done with the Vikings. We shall see, Antonio. We shall see, brother. For real, right? Here we go. McCarthy is the worst QB in the galaxy. Come on now, Too Evil. Shout out to Evil in the building, my brother, but don't cap, brother. Don't cap. McCarthy is softer than cotton candy. You know that's a lie. Come on, man. You know that's a flat out lie, Too Evil. Robbie Saban in the building. Robbie Saban in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Let's get it. Roll Tide as well. Roll Tide full of pride as well. Is he going to the learning center to work on his resume? You funny, Robbie. You funny, dog. You funny, man. Should be short. His resume should look like I'm bad. Nah, brother. Nah. Pay attention. Stay tuned. Stay locked in with 9. Trust me, he gonna get a fair shake, a fair chance for real. Roll Tide, roll. Roll Tide all day. Roll Tide all night. Show you right. Matter of fact, I believe Alabama got the scrimmage tomorrow. That should be interesting. That'll probably be the live tomorrow. Bama scrimmage should be exciting. Who will make the separation for Bama? Here we go. Now I'm gonna get into another video. Talk about gonna dive into this JB clip. See what they saying. A lot of mixed opinions about McCarthy. And as the week goes along, I'm gonna get into it more and more. 1 second here, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I want to get into a Kyler Murray article. Oh, man. Here we go. But I definitely want to dive into this Kyler Murray article right quick and see what they're saying about him. Why analysts believe Kyler Murray could have a career year. Very interesting, man. Hold up. So give me 1 second. Let's get into it. Hold on, man. These analysts love to talk, right? I honestly hope he completed his degree. Come on, man. You know he did. Come on now, Robbie Saban. Don't disrespect 9, brother. Cattle man in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. Classy from JJ Mack. Also, Murray has injury issues. McCarthy may still get his chance this season with the Vikings. Shame if they trade him off. Yeah. All this whole situation is a shame, right, Cattle man? For real. This whole situation is a shame. For real, brother. We know what's up, though. Let's get into this real quick. Not even an article, but a video.
Talk about Todd Monken wanting Shador and Minnesota Vikings announced who their starting quarterback is. You talk about Todd Monken wanting Shador and Deshaun to decide it. How'd you feel about KOC coming out? Seemingly, it's been 50-50 in saying that Kyler's the starter. That's for the locker room, right? He's saying that for the locker room, or is he saying it for everybody, you think?
No, I think he's saying for everybody. Because honestly, the talent that made Kyler Murray the first pick in the draft is still a talent. His arm is elite. His accuracy is elite.
How do we know that? See, this guy coming talking out the side of his neck. How does he know that? Has he been at one practice? He said his arm is still elite. How does he know? The man been throwing picks all training camp. So what are you talking about? His arm is still elite. You see what I mean? Most of these people are JT just talking. That's it. You don't know if his arm is still elite. You don't know if he is the same player that was drafted in what, 2019, 20, something like that. No one has no idea. Come on, bro. Let's get it. We go.
He's in an organization that's infinitely better than any team he played on in Arizona. To have the receivers he has, a veteran offensive line, Aaron Jones behind him, a play caller in KOC. Like, this is a great situation. So make this statement now. Let him take all the number one reps the way we saw Mahomes do today. Let him start building the camaraderie with these guys and let him start figuring it out. Like, this is going to be a great situation. The contract is so favorable right here. He can play himself in.
So he said, let him figure it out. Let him do this. Let him do that. Okay, bet. You're right. You're absolutely correct. He gets a chance to figure it out. So if he doesn't figure it out, if he doesn't perform well, then what? What happens? Does all the Kyler Murray talk go away, shy away? What is ESPN and all the analysts who crown Murray and are rooting for Murray and are excited that he is QB1? What if he fails? What if he is not the Kyler Murray of old then? Oh, let me guess, they're going to say how bad of a decision it was now and put all the blame on KOC for making a horrible decision then? Everybody's assuming, like they've been assuming, who Murray is. They don't know nothing about his leadership skills, who he is as a man, as a player. Does he still have the same arm talent? We're talking about practice. We're talking about preseason. You know? But we're going to find out about Kyler Murray for sure. And guess what? I don't want to hear no excuses for Kyler Murray. Everybody want to keep painting the picture, the narrative, like he played on all piss poor teams in Arizona. That's not true. The man has had weapons before, but he has ultimate weapons this year. So he better produce. He better perform. You damn right. He must perform. Yeah. There's no more excuses for him nor KOC. You put them in the same bowl. Here we go, man. Crazy word. And I bet this dude ain't been to one practice.
To a huge contract and in a great situation on a team that, with Brian Flores calling defense, like, this could be a very good situation in Minnesota with Kyler Murray.
We cannot wait to watch Kyler Murray because I think only the bangers survive in my brain for Kyler Murray. So I only think about him running 450 yards in one play and then scoring the 2-point conversion or whatever, or scrambling to his left, crossbody out to the right sideline, hovering across because his arm is outrageous. Remember, only guy ever in the history of sport, which we love, sport, to be top 10 in MLB and NFL draft. I mean, that is the right arm that this kid has. So
no one, I could care less about an MLB draft. We're talking about NFL here. Here we go.
In a Kevin O'Connell offense, you would assume
Justin Jefferson.
You would assume
Jordan Addison.
You would assume
PJ.
You would assume Aaron Jones. You would assume that Kevin O'Connell can find where he can And you're seeing these highlights, and obviously there's lowlights too that have come from Kyler Murray's football play. Okay, that has certainly been the case. We have seen lowlights. We haven't seen the Arizona Cardinals go win a Super Bowl, anything close to it. Okay, so but it's hard for me not to get excited about him throwing one of those 30-yard lasers.
And if it takes some time, B-Flow is one of the best DCs in the league.
Actually. Oh, no. Is Minnesota about to just...
It's a huge year for KOC in Minnesota.
Yeah, they better win.
What do you
huge
mean?
year.
Without a doubt. I mean, they better win.
What do you mean? If they don't win, you think...
I think there's a chance, yeah.
No. All right, we hope not.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Your homeboy is on the money. If they don't win, KOC is fired. You hear that, McAfee? He is fired. Your man is done. No more excuses for KOC, period. They bet, like he said, like your man said, they better win. They better win. No doubt. Here we go. The hell we talking about around here?
Baldy, we appreciate the hell out of you, man. Great to chat with you.
Love it, Pat. Yeah, talk to you soon, buddy.
Yeah, I hope so, ladies and gentlemen. That's Brian Bone.
So I don't even got to read the article. He's pretty much talking about the great opportunity for him, what he can do, how he can succeed. We're going to see. But like his man just said, they better win or KOC's fired. They better win or Murray is gone. Crazy work here, man. Now I'm going to get into this JB video right quick, because not everybody is happy about the decision KOC made at all. You hear me? Heavy. There's people out there who feel like McCarthy was done wrong. You know? What is the max value for 9 or 5th? We'll see. We'll see, Robbie. We'll see, brother. I see people excited about Wentz. He got progressively worse and really ruined the Viking season almost as much as KOC's lousy coaching. Here we go, Bat. Shout out Bat in the building. My brother, man. Let's word. And that's even more disrespect right there. People talking about McCarthy got to beat out Wentz or Wentz maybe a 2. What? Since when did Wentz become the 2 and McCarthy got to beat him out? Come on now. Stop it, brother. The same narrative every time. Crazy work around here, man. Both QBs are mid, one just less mid. Man. Went Cincy, blast them Pitt, embarrassing Cleveland, barely pulls it out at Philly, throws the game away, although defense made Hurts look like Mahomes. Chargers, total meltdown, and you all want more of that. Yeah, I don't know what people be thinking sometimes, Bat, you know, brother, but it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Here we go. Or an injury, take it all into consideration. Oh, yeah, injuries could happen. You know, Murray could definitely get injured, Lamont. He's injury prone, per se. They love to talk about McCarthy being injury prone. Murray's really injury prone. Check out last year, what happened then. So we're going to see. But like I told y'all, McCarthy will get his opportunity. He will get his chance, whether it's with Minnesota or somewhere else. Wentz took a lot of hits. Wentz is a gladiator. Definitely tough. Definitely tough. You know, KOC tried to get him killed last year, matter of fact, Robbie. But that don't mean he's better than McCarthy. No. Here we go. So now I want to get into this this JB video. Like to hear different perspectives on it. Let's just see what's going down, man. 1 second. Hold up. Just want to see what different analysts and people have to say about the whole situation right now. You know? Hold up. So at this point, JJ is left with the hot mess of which he is responsible for. 1 loss, although ATL ran all over our defense. Was smacking McCarthy the whole game. Come on, we know what's up, Bat. Come on now, man. But once again, he's been a scapegoat the whole year, period. I heard that the info about Kyler winning the job was leaked, and now we're getting BS stories by the media. I wouldn't be surprised, Daniel. I wouldn't be surprised at all, brother. Here we go. Shout out Daniel in the building. SKOL VIKES. I would not be surprised at all, my brother. No doubt. For real. He hears the rumblings and rumors. He is on the hot seat. JJ knows, and so does the team. Everyone on notice. Big facts, no cap, Lamont. Real talk, brother. Real talk. It's like Kirk, he still has a cult following. He gonna always have that. You know, in some people's eyes, KOC can do no wrong, Bat. You know what I mean, brother? He can do no wrong. He can get away with with lying, deceiving people, lying to the people, everything. Never held accountable a day in his life, probably. Rich Julio in the building. Rich Julio in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES. Let's word. VIKES fucked this up. KOC will be out after this year. He might be. He might be. I tell you what, he don't win 2 playoff games, Rich. He should be out after this year. Period. Here we go. I thought Wentz dies on the field last year. I seen it. KOC tried to make him. KOC tried to get him killed out there, Cattle Man. We know what's up with it. I hope not, Rich Julio. I'm getting bad A, man. Come on, bat. Hang in there, brother. Hang in there, man. Hang in there, dog. KOC used his superpowers to bring him back, man. But let's dive into this video right quick. You know, it's cool. It's nice to see other people vouching for McCarthy as well, understanding that KOC is full of shit as well. Here we go.
The starting position for the Minnesota Vikings.
Shit.
Him and your guy, JJ McCarthy. And before they even played a preseason game, so JJ McCarthy is now set to be QB2. Though Carson Wentz and Max Brosmer are also on the roster as well, just throwing it out there. So just your take, your initial reaction to your guy, JJ McCarthy, losing the starting position.
Kevin O'Connell is a guy that's a really, really talented offensive mind, but he don't know shit about evaluating quarterbacks.
Funny one right there. Funny one, brother. Heavy. And can we even say he's a talented offensive mind? You know, what makes him so comfortable saying that he's a talented offensive mind? What has KOC done to prove he's a talented offensive mind? He hasn't won a playoff game. In big game moments, big time moments, he struggles. And like he just said, he's horrible at identifying, cultivating a quarterback. But let's hold off on that. KOC is an offensive mastermind, my brother. Now, Brian Flores is a defensive mastermind. He's proven it. He's earned that title. KOC ain't earned that title at all. He was up under there, up under Sean McVay's armpit, getting a coffee and shit. And that's why they crowned him off the rip. QB whisper, mastermind, this and that. And he ain't proved nothing yet. You know, it's been 4 years and this man ain't won 1 playoff game. Not even close to winning 1 playoff game. So what is he the mastermind of for real? Right? Besides talking out the side of his neck, period. Lying to the media, lying to the people, failing his quarterback. And he the main one, the first one to say, oh, quarterbacks don't fail organizations. Organizations fail quarterbacks first. What happened here, KOC? What the hell happened here, brother? What the hell would you call what you did to McCarthy, what you doing to him right now? You failed him. You failed him. Heavy. You know it. I know it. Psst. Let's get back to it, bro. Here we go. Crazy work, for real.
We don't know shit.
Please expound.
Well, no matter what I thought
shit,
about
huh?
Sam Darnold, he had Sam Darnold and got rid of Sam Darnold, and who went and won a championship.
Well, Sam Darnold was pretty much him and Quasi, and we don't even know what that was KOC's doing for sure. So we can't put all the blame on him for that, you know. But yeah, I mean KOC, he's come on, man. Dude looking like a real fraud out there.
Seattle. I mean, right, so you got to start there. That's on his watch.
But like you said, though,
hold on. I know he had Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones went to Indy last year and was playing like an MVP kind of candidate before he got hurt. Right? He was the one that oversaw the selection of JJ McCarthy.
Is he
now,
taking
JJ McCarthy is a kid that I think is talented and I believe in. But
there you go, brother. Finally, somebody vouching for McCarthy, put some respect on McCarthy's name. He's very talented, very talented. So it's good to hear others vouch for McCarthy as well. Crazy.
My point with him in evaluating the quarterback position, because of injury, JJ McCarthy hadn't had a whole sample size yet. So then you go out and get a guy smaller than JJ McCarthy and you announce him as a starting quarterback before they ever get a chance to compete in a preseason game.
Exactly. Thank you. That was one of the points I made all night last night. They didn't play one preseason game, man. Not one joint practice, and you making a decision already after how the Sunday night practice went. That's the shocking part about it. You made a decision not truly knowing. Now, I don't know why the hell he did it, but he did. Whether it was ego, pressure, whatever. You made a horrible decision, KOC. Period. Trying to force it, trying to force something, rush something. They haven't played one preseason game, man. You've seen nothing from neither quarterback for real. And what you have seen shows that McCarthy took a strong hold on the competition Sunday night. You know? Come on, man.
So take my affinity for JJ McCarthy out of it. When you look at Kevin, oh, I forgot. Wasn't Kirk Cousins there with O'Connell at first? So he had Kirk Cousins too. So he's gotten.
You know who turned him down?
He's mismanaged the quarterback position.
Smitty, tell him who turned him down.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers didn't even want to go there.
Like, real talk. And this is not me defending JJ. This is me understanding the whole quarterback room since he's got there. He has mismanaged it, mishandled it. That's not his strength. He got to hire somebody to take care of that, and he just designed and called the plays.
Is it his fault?
Even play calling is a weak point for him. See, this dude ain't really watched Vikings football like that either. I'm glad he's speaking up for McCarthy and all that. But even play calling, he's suspect, Jack. No cap. He's proved nothing in play calling. Yeah, he's hit here, hit there. But KOC is hit or miss in play calling. He like a motherfucking restaurant that's hit or miss. That's him. You never know what you're going to get. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. He's hit or miss. He's no outstanding play caller. He's no outstanding offensive mastermind either. KOC is what you call inconsistent, period. You know? He's been inconsistent. His offense has been inconsistent for 4 years, going on 5 now. So what are you telling me right here? Here we go.
Or is it more the GM? I'm asking. I don't know how much power. Like, I'm asking for like the GM's making these moves.
And don't wait until your pet gets to that point. Don't wait until they're limping. And
didn't the African dude in Minnesota get fired?
Yeah. Yep, sure did. He was horrible too. Trash too, you know? But you got some players performing this year. So how bad was last year's draft? At the end of the day, when the smoke clears, will we have to say that Kwesi had a good draft this class or the last class? You know? Here we go.
Yeah. That's what
I'm saying. He's had multiple GMs.
So let me dive into it. Let me give you a macro take on the question Smitty just asked for the audio listeners. Is it a GM or is it O'Connell's fault? I don't believe, and Sean can maybe he has more insight than I would, being in the rooms of these.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I'm legit.
And I asked Sean Salisbury as well because he was with the Minnesota Vikings and understands how the ownership group works there, even though it's a different owner now, Ziggy, whatever. Sean, you don't hire Kevin O'Connell from the McVay tree to run a system to be explosive and be a Super Bowl champion. You would think he has the autonomy to do so with the quarterback of his choice, correct?
He makes the final decision in Minnesota on the quarterback.
Because McVay's not going to be told what to do by Snead regarding fucking a Jared Goff trade for Sam Darnold, for Matt Stafford, and win a Super Bowl immediately, and now be told that he can't draft or can't trade for XYZ player. There's no fucking way that this guy O'Connell didn't have full autonomy to do what he wanted to do.
Yep. He's been had power. Even with Kwesi, he may have lost some in the end. Kwesi may have tried to take over in the end, but KOC's been had power to do what the hell he wants to do, bro. Period. You know, i.e. play calling, i.e. quarterback situation, all that.
With JJ McCarthy picking him over Sam Darnold, who left and subsequently has won a Super Bowl and 32 football games, more than any other starting quarterback in the NFL the last 2 seasons. It is a huge fucking miss by this organization, and I'm blaming O'Connell because he is the quarterback guy.
So
he played quarterback in the NFL, Smitty.
And he's terrible at it. That's why. And listen, me and JB have not talked about our opinion on this. Surprisingly, it's exactly the same. This is all O'Connell. So here's how a healthy relationship in the NFL works between a head coach and a GM that have the same mindset, that are rowing in the same direction. We discuss decisions. We kind of talk ourselves through the other person's concerns, and we get to a consensus. If one of us is like adamant, held to the gnaw, that decision won't happen. Perfect example is McVay let Snead with Ty Simpson. You don't think the Rams could have used somebody that could help them this year?
But see, the problem is we don't know if there was ever communication in the building like that, right? You know, I know it went in front of the camera and promised it and said they're going to do it their way and this and that, but we don't know if what really went on behind the scenes. Yeah, it may have went on for a little bit, a year or something, but how we know it wasn't arguments, it was real beefs, it was miscommunication, right? Disagreements, etc. So no one knows the full true story yet. Now we know rumors, reports, news, etc., articles, you know, but we don't know if it was even any real sit downs and agreements or disagreements that were really talked about in a proper way, you know? So it's questions all across the board as far as many goes right now, man.
And they pursue, but at the end of the day, Leslie and McVay talked their way through it. They thought it was best for the organization moving forward because the staff were potentially retiring. They went with a quarterback there. A la a couple years ago, Green Bay, when they drafted Jordan Love. And Aaron Rodgers was still like, so sometimes these organizations, but this decision-making at quarterback has O'Connell's stamp on it because it's multiple GMs. Kirk Cousins to Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones to J.J. McCarthy to Kyler Murray, they've gotten worse. And here, the only thing that makes sense about announcing it now is you don't want Justin Jefferson and those guys to play in the preseason. Because the only way to make it fair, if you're going to let the preseason decide it, is both guys deserve to get Justin and Hawkinson and the starters.
Right.
That's the only thing making it sense. So if I see
exactly, like you talk about just sense, man, as far as the competition goes, just making sure you crown the right guy or name the right guy QB1. You waited, you give them at least one preseason game, man. You give them at least one joint practice, man, for real. And KOC go and jump the gun and just do that. The more you think about it, I don't care about, okay, yeah, the more you think about it, it's just baffling, dumb, for real. Makes no sense. You're talking about finding the right guy for the job. He didn't do that. He didn't take the right procedures to do that. You know it. I know it. He jumped the gun, period. Wow.
Justin Jefferson, the man's out there either tomorrow night or this weekend, I'm going to really think O'Connell went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Or maybe Kyler just been that much better than
bullshit.
No, he hasn't. See, there you go, yapping, you JT, just talking, Holmes. No, he hasn't been that much better. That's the thing right there. If he had been that much better, it wouldn't have been a problem. Wouldn't nobody been saying KLC make the wrong decision? Wouldn't nobody been tripping on it, period. But he hasn't been better. That's the issue, brother. He just got outperformed on Sunday night. That's the issue right there. It was no clear-cut QB1. Kyler Murray ain't been performing at an elite level. He ain't been blowing J.J. McCarthy out the water or nothing like that. So that's the issue right there. He hasn't been doing that. That's why it was so shocking, right? That's how you know KLC is full of shit, period. Come on, man.
Smitty, when you're playing quarterback, and this is to every coach out there, I would never make a decision on a quarterback competition until I see game reps. Because practice and the game are two different things.
Yeah, completely. Let me ask you something. I want to go back to the New York Giants.
Hey, just to put a bow on that, JB, in practice, a good quarterback already knows what's on the script when he steps on the practice field.
Mm-hmm.
And I want
In
to show
football,
you
the script is already made before practice, right? We know how many plays we'll get in this part of practice, how many plays in this. We know what the fucking plays are. We know what defense we're going against.
Mm-hmm.
Let me full circle it back to the New York Giants, Smitty. They were on Hard Knocks. They have a GM in the room with his young son. And his son is like, you better keep Saquon fucking Barkley. And it went become viral because the owner walks in and he's like, are you really considering trading Saquon fucking Barkley to the fucking Eagles? And it became something where you're like, no way this guy does this.
Right.
My point is this, Smitty. Who ultimately lost their job for that decision?
The head coach.
Brian Daboll, who was hamstrung with a young Danny Dimes without a talented back, without a fucking any sort of wideout, and the worst O-line in football, and they couldn't run the football. So we're basically throwing the ball now on certain down and distances where everybody in America knew I'm pinning my ears back. I'm going after the passer because there's no fucking vital threat in the backfield in Saquon Barkley. Meanwhile, he's over there winning a Super Bowl in Philly.
Mm-hmm. And it will be the same result with KOC if the Vikings fail. His ass will be grass, straight up. He will be out the door, out the building quickly and swiftly. No one can look in this situation and say KOC made the right call. No one in their right mind, at least. You compare practice, you compare training camp, you compare mini camp OTAs. This was not a clear-cut winner here. At all. It was not a clear-cut winner at all. So they're exactly right. And it will be the same outcome as the ball. KOC ass will be fired midweek, mid-season if Murray don't work out. And if the Vikings are trash once again. Oh, trust me, he will be out of there. Nolan Bain-Teasley just giving him a little leeway. So he can have no excuses or when it's time to fire him, per se, if that happens. So he knows for sure he gave KOC every chance to perform, and if he doesn't, he's out. Will be no questions about it.
And it ultimately cost Brian Daboll his job, and now Daboll has become a journeyman coach, and now he's OC, and probably, I don't know if he'll get another job. Who knows? But that GM is still there.
Still there. And JB, remember the owner comes in and says, I'm going to be rolling in my grave if Saquon ends up in Philly. And what's the damn GM name there? I won't call him by name. What's the GM in the Schoen? I think it's Schoen. Isn't it SCHOEN?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. He tells the
Joe
owner.
Schoen.
Joe Schoen. He tells the owner, nah, he going to Chicago. Don't worry about it. And sure as he ended up in Philly, and they went and won a championship, dog.
The worst possible thing that could have happened.
Remember.
Hey, hold on, JB. Then Joe Schoen, the owner, hires Harbaugh. Harbaugh says, I ain't coming unless I'm the final decision maker on personnel now. And Schoen still got a job.
And here's the crazy part. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was O'Connell's rookie campaign with Minnesota, his first year as the head coach. And Daboll took the Giants into Minnesota and beat them in the playoffs with Danny Dimes.
Horrible loss. Horrible loss at home. You had a superior team and got your ass beat. Now, we know Ed Donatel was there in that weak-ass shell, but at the end of the day, the offense didn't perform great. You know who Kirk is, who Kirk was, 4th and 8. All I got to say is 4th and 8. But all these are big facts here. No cap. You hear me? KOC has no room for error now. The move he just pulled, he has no more room for error. He better win. Like they just said, he better win.
Am I wrong? I know I'm right with the game. And
Yeah. I know the game. I don't remember.
But was that O'Connell's first year as a head coach and Kirk Cousins last year as a Minnesota Vikings quarterback?
No.
I remember that game. Maybe. I don't remember who won.
Wasn't his last year.
No, the Giants won. The Giants beat Minnesota.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if it was O'Connell's rookie year, but it was early.
Either way, he went in there and won a playoff game with Danny Dimes and that Giant team.
Mm-hmm.
And then you trade Saquon thinking you're going to get better? I don't understand it. And that's a fireable offense. And any other marketplace of any professional GM, that's a fireable offense to do what he did and be that shitty and then get the head coach fired. Because at the end of the day, Sean, you and I as leaders, if I see a guy under me, a subordinate or an employee get fired, I have to take responsibility or accountability for that. And I should feel some type of way. Damn, my boy got fired because I fucked up. And,
JB,
I haven't seen him take accountability. I haven't seen it yet.
And his boss came in and basically said, I will pay Saquon Barkley anything he's asking for rather than see him play for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And Saquon said, I want to be a Giant.
Saquon wants to stay.
Joe Stone said, don't worry about it.
Ain't that ironic? Ain't that ironic though? McCarthy just said it too. McCarthy been saying it. He want to be a Viking. He loves Minnesota. He loves being a Viking. Damn near his dream. Now let him get traded and go win a Super Bowl. How crazy would that be? Man, what? How bad would that make KOC look? Come on now. Come on now.
Going to Chicago.
Sean gonna do what he gonna do. Man,
He got something over somebody in this motherfucker.
he got some power, homie.
Joe Schoen holds something.
That's WPS, man. All the
Yeah,
way.
that just happens all the
Fifth
time.
fight.
Yeah, that's just regular stuff. That's just regular stuff. But we'll go on to the next topic, man.
As soon as the TV said dun 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 dun, and Schefter got his little goddamn midget, goddamn small head looking ass on that TV and said Eagle sign Saquon. Owner would have walked down to the brother office and say, let me holler at you for a second. You got 10 seconds to get your personal belongings and get the fuck out the building.
Oh, and by the way, he just was let go, wasn't he?
Who?
Saquon.
Let go.
Like saying like his contract was up situation.
I just don't believe they signed him, right? I think they
Yeah. He was a free agent, and they didn't want
but they didn't even get nothing for the motherfucker, did they?
That's what makes it even crazier. I don't know. The whole situation is crazy. Like maybe they didn't trade him away because they assumed they were gonna be able to resign. They were gonna resign him, and just the negotiations didn't get to that point.
Remember, and here's why: whatever space you're in life, you can never become stagnant. You've always got to read the tea leaves when things are evolving and pivoting. Remember, this is when the NFL had convinced the entire league that the running back position was insufficient.
I'm about to say that, yep.
That it wasn't about who the talent.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that. You know, but the Eagles dumb as hell. I mean, the Giants dumb as hell. I ain't gonna lie, real man. You know, they can talk about running backs come a dime a dozen all day. A elite running back is still an elite running back, no cap. Period. But this could be the same situation we see here from McCarthy. Different circumstances, of course, but we could see the same situation play out. McCarthy gets traded, goes somewhere and wins, is successful. KLC looks dumb as hell. The Vikings do it again, blow it again, and they're back to square one. You hear me? Heavy. Come on, man. I'm going to get into some of these comments and get up out of here. Let's see what's up, man. I was going to check out Flo, but you know, pretty much same thing with Flo at the end of the day. Shout out Respect B Flo. Shout out to the defense. We know what it is. He said, you can't make it up. Maybe it's scripted. Nobody could be this stupid or incompetent. You wouldn't think so. You wouldn't think so, right, Bat? Especially a damn head coach, brother. You hear me? The presser he did yesterday showed how nervous he was when talking like he knows he has to get this right. Oh, yeah, he got to. You saw his movements and his energy. KLC know what's up now, man. He know he got no room for error, Lamont. Facts. He has a Super Bowl ring as an KOC, as an OC. That's cool, Robbie, but he didn't call no plays, right? He wasn't a real actual play call. I don't care what his title was. What did he do? That's it. Biz Wolfer in the building. What up, brother? SKOL VIKES, man. We go. Oh yeah, I was wondering if you see this. Yeah, I had to, man. Shout out Lamont for showing it to me, though, sending me the link, man. Here we go, dog. Oh, please make Flo the head coach. He has his shit together. Shout out Kato, man, in the building, man. Matter of fact, you saying that, Kato, I gotta show a little bit of the Flo presser off the rip, just for you saying that, right, Kato, man? No doubt. You know, shout out, respect Brian Flores for sure. At least check a little bit of it out. How long is it? Let's see. One second, man. We're gonna check a little bit of it out. Hold up.
This 12. It's been a really good training camp so far. Lots of great competition. The guys are getting.
He said he rode the gravy. He rode in on the gravy train. Exactly, Bat. Exactly, brother. No doubt. Big facts, no cap. Lamont, yeah, I heard others say that too. Didn't look good. Yeah. Sure, he is talented, just not at football. What do you mean, Robbie Saban? Come on, man. Stop the cap, brother. Laugh my ass off, Robbie. So does Lewis Scene. Scene, good Lord. Here we go, man. Bain may have said something to him Sunday night after practice because he wasn't liking what he was seeing, probably shook KOC. Who knows, Lamont? Who knows, man? Who knows what's going on, what went on, what happened? This was as predictable as the sun rising. Robbie Saban in the building. Amir Smith, Marset ex-Viking, who went to Chicago and gave a game away, then went to KC and is a Super Bowl champion. Nobody talks about that though. Just blame it the QB that is still a work in progress every time. JJ McCarthy has been a scapegoat every time, Lamont. Period, brother. Year 3, round 1 QB. There is no such thing as work in progress. What you mean? First of all, it's not year 3, Robbie. We're talking about year 2 in the physical form. And don't forget, he was injured his second year. So let's be realistic here, Robbie Saban. Understand me? It's year 2 in the physical form. Year 2. Jefferson has averaged around 60 yards per game with KO in playoff situations. Was that JJ's fault? Hell no. Here we go.
Better improving techniques, fundamentals, communication, camaraderie. A lot of competition really across the board. I think we got a good vibe, a good energy, and starting to form an identity defensively, day after day after day. And I think the guys continue to put work in. Good meetings, good walkthrough, good practice, stacking good days, just kind of seeking improvement in all their, different areas, specific and relative to their position. And we've had a lot of fun as well. So just want to continue on that trajectory. We obviously have a preseason game coming up in a few days. Great opportunity to, play, real football where we're tackling and
speed forward.
They're just stringing good days together. It's hard to play D-line in the National Football League. We'll really see the job Ryan Saravo. Ryan Nielsen's doing a great job with that group in the front in general. I can't say enough. I think we got a great coaching staff. Those guys do a fantastic job. Ryan, and then improving in their techniques and fundamentals. Both are talented. I think guys at all places, just constantly being sponges for to the veteran guys at all positions, and then improving in their techniques and fundamentals. Both are talented. I think
I assume he's talking about Caleb Banks and Dominique Orange Citrus. Very excited about those two players, man. No doubt. Madden in the building. What up, my brother? SKOL VIKES. Here we go. I hope McCarthy gets traded to the Lions to beat us every time. Man, dog. Come on now, man.
Ryan Nielsen's doing a great job with that group in the front.
Man, that's crazy. And with that, I got to finish this up later, man. I'm finna get ready to get up out of here. Check some of these comments out, though. Make a move right quick, man. Hold up, though. I'll see y'all on the next one. Like I say, tomorrow, probably be a Bama Live covering the Bama scrimmage and all that. You know, big scrimmage tomorrow for Bama. So we're gonna check that out, man. All my Bama fans, rock and roll with me, lock in with me for sure. Wherever McCarthy gets traded, Madden, I hope he performs at a phenomenal level. Round 4 QBs are a work in progress. No such thing as a work in progress at age 22. Just a dumb thing to say right there. I mean, what do you expect from a man still growing, still learning the game? We're talking about the hardest position in sports, and y'all want him to perform right away. What about Drake May? What about Caleb Williams? What about players who took 5 years to develop, etc.? But since it's McCarthy, he don't get no time. He don't get no credit for the work put in. He don't get no credit for the progress and all that. Come on, that's cap right there. That's cap. He say bird brain alert. Bat wild, man. But these people will believe Kyler Murray. Kyler can sprout wings and fly if the TV or radio tells them. A credulous fan base, I repeat, Holmes. He said, that's right, Bat. Thing is, JJ has a ton of potential, but with an aimless, not knowing nothing coach, good luck getting the most out of that potential. He already blew that. He already blew it. JJ got to go somewhere else to get the most out of his potential where he can really be cultivated, Biz. The Jordan Love logic flawed. Nine's entire draft class are starters and doing well, maybe not Penix. It took time for them to get there, Robbie. Everybody coursed in Drake May, Robbie. They coursed in Caleb Williams. They was ready to send Caleb Williams packing. It's always a process with a quarterback situation. You know, no doubt, man. Come on now. Let's be real here. All these quarterbacks got time to grow, and they still growing. Makes me think at some point, if it doesn't work, either JJ or KOC has to go. I hope it's KOC. Yeah, man. Pretty much it for this point, brother, you know. See how the season goes, see how it goes. If they don't get that interior of the O-line fixed, we will see multiple QBs. Yeah, trenches most important. First line of protection. That's where the games are won. Trenches, Lamont. No doubt, brother. He said, anyway, it's all talk. No worries. We shall see what's what. Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see, man. We're going to see, man. I'm really just chilling. Can't wait to see Kyler balling out. Like everyone tells me is definitely going to happen. If he balls out, it's a plus for the Vikings. Will he ball out? That's a big question right there, Biz Woofer. But like I say, like you say, we're going to see, man. We're going to sit back, wait, and see, period. We're going to see what Kyler Murray is about for sure. Yeah, no doubt, brother. Here we go, man. So let me get this straight. Jordan Addison says JJ will be a superstar in this league, but I'm supposed to believe what the bird brains predict. For real, Bat. For real, Bat. Remember that one time in preseason, we lost our future garbage bus from Michigan? Oh, good times. Come on, Robbie. You tripping, man. You tripping heavy. The McCarthy disrespect is getting way out of hand now. Another thing, too, if O'Connell would have just came out at the end of the season after signing Murray and said he was the starter, we wouldn't even be here now. Exactly. If he would have just kept it real, we could have respected that more. But no, he want to sit there and act like it's a real battle, a pure competition, and it's fair ball. It wasn't that. He should have just came out and said it. That's it. But he want to sit and lie and promise this and say this and act like this. No, man. See right through the bullshit. No bullshit. We go. Wow, man. And with that being said, I'm finna get up out of here. You know, hold on, let me see this here. because Addison is a drooling loser glued to Colin Cowherd trolling YouTube videos in his basement hating JJ. Oh, because Addison isn't a drooling loser glued to Colin Cowherd. The JJ hate is real, brother. No cap. You know? Here we go, man. We all hope he gets traded too. Hey, if he gets traded, good for McCarthy at this point, innit? Know what I mean? What's the point in being in Minnesota any much longer? Matter of fact, you know? But I'm finna get up out of here. I'll see you on the next one. Hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell as well. Takes less than 1 second. Why not? Support the grind, support the channel. Share this with any and everybody you know for sure. Shout out all my big dogs, my levy dogs, my subscribers and supporters. You are much appreciated for life. Never forget it. You know what it is. Big SKOL here. SKOL Vikes, win, lose, or draw, but we come to win. Down at the levee, we going fishing at the levee. SKOL Vikes, we run the north. Here we come.